Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of Create Astral. So, in this episode we got two main objectives. One is going to be to make those encased fans that I made last time, and then couldn't remember what I was doing with them. Turns out you can wash sand, and that's how you get clay, so we can hopefully actually get some walls around our factory here. I've finished these 4 big columns here, but I haven't obviously made any of the walls, so we're going to do that. We're also going to make a mixer so that we can get towards making some grout. Now you'll notice I have a couple of things unlocked. I got a makeshift pistol off of a dead skeleton, so we can get that. We get some copper bolts, and also our tree farm has been doing great. It is me manually replacing things at the moment, but it means that we've done this thing, which means we get all of these, which I think I'll accept at a later date, simply because that's a lot of items and I don't want to fill up my inventory. What is this here? Oh, yeah, that's not what I want. So, the first thing that we're going to do, I've actually already done, which is make these water wheels here so it can power our 2 new machines. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go grab our encased fans, as well as, of course, some shafts, some gearboxes, and we'll grab some cogs just in case we need them. Let's also grab our wrench, because it's probably going to be needed. So, what we're going to do to power these is we're going to take some planks for now. We're going to stick both of these like this. And then we're going to have a vertical gearbox. Like, not quite like that. Nope. Nope. Nope, that's closer. There we go, like this. Then, we can have 2 more gearboxes. Should go 1 and 2. And I think we just need to stick the fans in the front of those. And now we have a blowy device, which is excellent. Now we are going to clean this up a little bit. We're going to get rid of these planks just because they're only here to put those other things in. And then we need to make a little bit of something here that will stop this from blowing too far, and yeah. So give me a second, I'm going to go get some materials so we can do that. Kind of looks like a spaceship, actually. Alright, and there we have a decent washing machine. What we can also do here, and I might put a chest somewhere, is switch these out with lava in case we want to make like an incinerator, or anything else that we might want to replace the water with. But, just to show that it works, let's grab some sand. So we'll grab a stack full of sand, and we're just going to chuck it all in here. And let it do its thing. So it goes in, and now it gets washed, and hopefully we'll get some clay out of it. It's not a guaranteed chance, it might just turn into nothing, but hopefully it'll do something. Additionally, our cobblestone generator is doing fantastically. Let's actually grab one of those and get it grinding into more sand and gravel. And while both of those things are doing their things, next thing we can work on is making our mixing machine. So, we're going to once again go in here, and we have almost all the things we need. I forgot I put some iron over here to start turning into sheet metal. And we're going to need these things here in order to make all the stuff that we need. So we're going to start off by making a whisk. Then we're going to need this andesite alloy to make a basin. And the last thing we need is 1 cogwheel, an andesite casing, and then the whisk to make the mixer. So we've got all of those things sorted out. And then we're going to go figure out where to put this thing. I think I kind of know where I want this to go. If this thing is powering here, we kind of want this to go right here. So what we'll do is we'll put a block here for now. We'll put the basin down. Then we'll get rid of this. We stick the mixer on top. And then you'll notice that all we need to do is we need to connect a shaft up to a gear. And then it's done. It's ready to start mixing things. So extend this like that. And now we can mix stuff. It's not mixing anything right now because there's nothing in it. But it can if it so chooses. I hope that those are still washing and that this is not too far away. So if we open up our quest book, we can see that we've now done the mechanical mixer, which means that we can move up to grout. So we got to make 32 grout. We had a whole lot of rewards. Cipher egg's kind of cool, which will be fantastic. Now to make grout, we need some zinc ingots, we need some andesite alloy, and we need a lot of gravel. Ooh, and I think, based on that achievement, I'm going to guess that our other thing is done. Yes, and we do have some clay. Now there's a slight problem in that I can't get out of here. We'll refine that later and then figure it out. But we have clay cooking now, which is amazing. We can stick it in the furnace. For a stack of sand, we only got 20 clay, but eventually, once we're able to fully automate everything, that'll be fine. Let me go get stuff so we can make some grout. While things are cooking up, just a few updates to the base. A little bit of decoration. I switched out the ugly cobblestone for some more cherry logs here. I think I'm going to change the windows out as well, so that they match those windows. I don't think I showed you the sheep farm in the last episode. We got some sheep. This is our chicken machine. It's very humane. There's like 5 chickens in there. And they make lots of eggs. And then we have a new field which I've just started. It's only got carrots in here. And there's some pumpkins on this side. But this is what we've got in terms of new builds since last time. As I was walking around tending to things, is it just me or does the moon look really weird? I genuinely have no idea why it looks like that, but I don't know that that's normal. So we got our gravel, we got our zinc, we have our andesite. I believe all that we need to do is we need to chuck all these things into the basin. Is that not it? I thought that's all that we need, unless we need to like increase the speed. Ah, okay. It does not require, it needs more speed basically. That's fine. We can probably fix that by doing some stuff with gears. Let's see if we have any big gears, because if we up the gear ratio, then that should be helpful. Doesn't look like we do. No. So we'll have to make some big gears. How do I make big gears? We need normal cogs and brass sheets. Okay. Those are all things that we have. Just make like 3 of them for now. 1, 2, 3. Good. And then let's up the speed on this thing so it goes a little bit faster. To do that, what we're going to do is we're going to take these out. We're going to put one of these here. We're then going to, how can I attach this? Put one of these here so it spins quickly. Then we're going to take a normal shaft, stick it there. I think if we stick a big cog on the end of this, it's overstressed. It can't hold all that. That would have been really cool had that worked though. Right, how do I do this then? Might have to change some other stuff around, because if that's not enough, or this is a crazy idea, what if I put another water wheel underneath that? Let me do that real quick. There we go. Now I'll have to make this look a little bit nicer because I kind of ran out of the cut tough. But let's try to do this again. Let's chuck in, I don't know how much we need for the grout. Let's just double check that. So not that much to make a whole lot. So let's put in, if I need, I think let's put in 8 of these. 8. And then 8 of these. And then let's put in the entire thing of gravel. And that should start making some grout. And we got an advancement, mixing it up. While that's doing its thing. Ooh, it's actually making grout already. We can see it's in there. But we need 32 of it so far. Although that is going quite quickly. This machine I've built is probably the best one so far. And now we have 64 grout. It's grout all over. What a name. Great. I am grout. Cool. So, if we open up the quest book, there are still some things that we haven't done yet. The sand, we'll get there eventually. The quartz will do very eventually. And trains, I do want to do at some point, but that is not a right now thing. That's actually not a bad thing that I could do. But we can complete Chapter 1, claim a bunch of stuff, and now we've unlocked Chapter 2, Getting Industrial, as well as the Automation Matrix. Whoa, this is a big one. So we got the sun now. We're starting here. This chapter is already a doozy to look at, yeah? The andesite world eased you in, but manufacturing will become more complicated as your crafting techniques expand, and resources begin requiring multiple steps. They already kind of do that. It builds on all the stuff you've already learned, so it's all about improving your craft. You'll find in this chapter that gathering and managing base resources will become more and more of a hassle. Wonderful. You will need to begin semi or fully automatic basic resources. Automating basic resources, as crafting everything on demand will become unsustainable. But the beauty of industrialization is that you have the power to decide what you need and the tools and tenacity to manufacture limited amounts of it. There is no one true path to success. Let your problem-solving skills be your ultimate guide. Overcome the revolution of industry, and the moon will welcome you to explore its wonders. New resources will be found that can further improve your automation efficiency and capabilities, plus any production lines set up. This chapter will provide for you the rest of the game. So let's accept that. And we've already done this one, or at least we did part of it. Amusingly, we've done this, but I guess we'll have to make another one, which is fine. I kind of want to make another tree farm. We're going to need some seared bricks, or some rubber, which I think is what we're going to do next, actually. Let's go do that. So the last thing that we're going to do for this episode is we're going to collect some rubber. To do that, we're going to need to make a tap. To make a tap, we need 4 wood and a stick. And then we get a tree tap. That is apparently a task somewhere. I don't know where, but apparently that was a task. Ooh, this looks complicated. But we need to do some other stuff before we can do that. It was part of this. So now we need to go and find 4 sap. Now, to do that, we need to find some rubber trees. I know that there are some rubber trees over here. There is, of course, the famous rubber tree song, which explains how you do this. If I can remember to put it in, we'll put it in.
Oh, rubber tree, we need to harvest carefully.
I think that's one right there. Yes, it is rubber tree, so we stick this on. Oh, I guess we just right-click the tree with this. Okay, well that's a little bit easier. And we've got 3 of them already. I can see a 4th one right there. And we've done that. Okay, that took far less time than I thought it was going to. We don't get any rewards from it, But the next thing is rubber. This ages andesite alloy. We'll need some rubber. We do this by mixing it with sulfur dust, or we just chuck it in. I see, the sulfur dust makes it a little bit more efficient, which is a whole thing. Okay, let's do this real quick, because then we get some useful things. Anyway, I do want to steal this tree, though, because I think if we cut this down, we might be able to get more sap from it that way as well. Or possibly not. But we got some saplings, that's the important thing here. Now let's get back before all the evil creatures start invading. And then we're just going to chuck this into the mixer. And that should start mixing things up for us. And there we go. Alright, and we got our first bits of rubber. Nice. So we can accept this quest. Get a few different things from it. I want to know how we farm sap. That I actually don't know. Oh, no. Okay, this is some sort of aquatic quest. You filthy landlubbers can't even walk 10 seconds on the ocean floor without spluttering for air. Copper back tanks compressed air. Compressed air is actually something we'll need for the moon. That way we can, breathe on the moon. Diving helmet, diving boots. These will be useful for creation of a special suit designed to withstand the vacuum of space. So we're going to need to do that eventually. But this goes into a whole bunch of different things. And then we get the mechanical arms, which I'm actually really excited for. That's something that we couldn't do in Vault Hunters because it was a pain in the butt. Eventually, Chapter 3 is up here. What do we need to do that? We need to get to the moon. So the next chapter is going to be the moon. That is exciting. I think I'm going to leave it there. But if you enjoyed, feel free to hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.